Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about Christmas films, horror Christmas films in particular. So Santa Claus, to me, the idea of Santa Claus as a child, I was like, okay, cool. It's a guy that comes down my chimney and gives me gifts once a year. Um, that's great. But if you really think about the I guess the story of Santa Claus can be really creepy to somebody. This random person coming to your house, breaking into your house. It's just really kind of freaks me out sometimes. So, I mean, obviously, I watch a lot of horror films and I've seen a lot of Christmas horror films about like deranged Santa Claus, guys who dress up as Santa Claus and just go on killing sprees and whatnot. So it's just really freaky, man. So I'm going to go over 5 titles I have here. Some of them do include Killer Santa Claus, some don't, but they do take place on Christmas. So the first one here, which I haven't seen in a few years, is directed by David Hess from 1980, and that is To All a Good Night. Like I said, I haven't seen this in a couple of years, so it's basically it's about these 5 young female schoolgirls who are going to Calvin Finishing School. They have their sights set on festive Christmas holiday romp. They have just drugged their house mother and smuggled their boyfriends into the house. So that's their first mistake. But their fun-filled, promiscuous frolic will turn into a blood-soaked nightmare when a sadistic maniac dressed as Santa Claus arrives to deliver some holiday cheer. Or fear, rather. Basically, it's just like a regular like killer Santa Claus movie from 1980. It's not anything over the top, but it is directed by David Hess, who starred in Last House on the Left and what's it? House on the Edge of the House on the Edge of the Park. I believe that's what it was. Yeah, he was in that too. But he's behind the camera, not in front of the camera on this one. I remember this movie being an okay slasher overall. It won't change anything for you, but definitely check it out. As you can see on the digital stills back here, the guy dressed as Santa is about to take care of her for sure. This particular Blu-ray, I believe, is out of print, but I've seen the DVD here and there over the years. This is a Kino Lorber Scorpion release. But yeah, you always want to check that out. Definitely. I mean, I suggest you do. I mean, it's not something, like I said, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but it's not bad. This one, however, I did really enjoy. I watched it a couple years ago as well. This is directed by Jeffrey Obrow and Stephen Carpenter. This is a 1981 film with like 3 different titles. We got The Dorm That Dripped Blood. It's also known as Pranks, and it's also known as Death Dorm. But I've always noted it as this title, and also there's interior artwork on here. It's called Pranks. It's a Synapse Films release. A Crash Course in Terror. This is basically another like Christmas Vacation comes around. This college dormitory is condemned. This girl Joanne Murray and her friends volunteered to help close down the building, unaware that a lunatic's on the loose. And he gets in there and he starts killing people off one by one. Again, this was just something that won't blow you away, but I had fun with this one. It's got a really good cast in here. Really early film for Daphne Zuniga. Lori Lipinski is in here, along with David Snow, Steven Sachs, and you guys probably know the music. It's done by Christopher Young. He did think he did Nightmare on Elm Street 2, I believe. Yeah. And he also did, I believe he did Hellraiser 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, yeah, another early 80s slasher around Christmas time. Pretty good. Definitely enjoyed that one. This next one doesn't have a Blu-ray. I got a quote-unquote custom Blu-ray from Sloppy Seconds, I believe is what the company. Yeah, Sloppy Second Sales. I don't know if they still have it. They do films periodically, but then they take them off their website every once in a while. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. But this is from 2003, and that is a film called Dead End, with a really good cast. Ray Wise, Lynn Shay, Billy Asher, Mick Cain, Alexandra Holden, Amber Smith. This movie is a little strange. It is a horror film. It is like a ghost story around Christmas time. Basically, for the last 20 years, Frank Harrington has been driving his family to his mother-in-law's house every year. But this year they take a shortcut, and it doesn't really work out for them. Basically, a mysterious woman in white wanders the forest, leaving death in her wake. A terrifying black car, its driver invisible, carries the victims into the heart of the night. Every road sign points to a destination they never reach, and it's just a weird film, guys. But it's enjoyable if you guys like ghost movies. Yeah, pretty good stuff right there. There's no interior artwork on here, so I'll just leave it like that. There's a DVD of that out there too. This one I've watched probably every year since I got in my collection. This is a Ghost House Underground release of The Children. That takes place during Christmas, obviously. Family gets together for Christmas. They were going to go sledding. This all takes place in the back country. That's your first problem right there. Basically, a flu-like virus sweeps through the area, and it turns the kids into, I guess, kind of like zombie-esque like people, and they basically hunt down and murder their parents. So yeah, that's a fun one. I do enjoy watching this every year, so I just watched this last night too. As far as the casting goes, there really isn't anyone that name stands out, but they all did a really good job with this one. This is directed by Tom Shankland, from 2009. So it's a short film. It's only 85 minutes. So yep, pretty good. Definitely recommend that one. And then the last one here is not an English film. It is it's from Finland. I do believe it is. You can listen to it in English and Finnish, but it is in English. There's a film called Rare Exports. It's a very different kind of horror film. Let me see here. I watched this last year, so I gotta remember what it's about. This young kid named Patari. Yeah, this kid right here. Lives with his father, who's a reindeer herder. They live in Finland. On Christmas Eve, an enormous excavation at a nearby mountain disturbs the locals and captures the kid's curiosity. When his dad's reindeer herd is mysteriously slain and the children in town go missing, the kid realizes that the dig has unearthed the evil Santa Claus of local lore. So Santa Claus in this film is evil. He's not a good person whatsoever. His father rounds up a posse and captures the nightmarish creature in an attempt to sell him to the misguided leader sponsoring the dig, but Santa's freakish elves will stop at nothing to free their fearless leader. So they basically turn Santa Claus and his elves into evil beings. So pretty good spin on the whole story of Santa Claus in this one, guys. Really enjoyed this one from what I remember anyway. But this is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. It's got a nice little slip case there. It just opens up like a little digibook. As you can see right there. And then, of course, you get the little sleeves with the 2 discs, Blu-ray and DVD. If you guys have seen this movie, please let me know if you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did. This is put out by, I can never say this distributor right. Oscilloscope. So those are my first 5 recommendations for the month of December for Christmas. Please let me know in the comments if you've seen any of these and what you thought of them. And I'll catch you guys later on for another 5. I'm going to do 5 videos of 5 films. So you could say it's my 25 days of horror, I guess you could say. I might throw in another like honorable mention here and there as well, because I do have quite a bit in my collection. So thanks for watching, guys, and happy holidays. And stay the hell away from those Santa Claus guys. See ya.